My husband and I were talking the other day about one of the most offensive things a wife can do, one of the most disrespectful things a wife can do without even intending to be disrespectful. And here's, before I get to that thing, let me just point out once again that men crave respect like they need oxygen. I mean, they just need it so desperately. This is probably why God commanded wives in Ephesians 5:33, the wife must respect her husband. Because most men struggle with feeling like they're a failure. They don't quite measure up. They're not good enough. If people only knew that they weren't all they pretend to be, right? And so your husband needs to respect. Well, here's what my husband shared is one of the most offensive, disrespectful things a wife can do. Again, and most wives probably have no intention of being disrespectful and haven't even thought about this as being disrespectful. Here it is. It's sharing in front of others one of the funny blunders of your husband's. I mean, you thought it was funny. He might have even thought it was funny just between the two of you. Or maybe one of his failures that was kind of comical in your eyes. Or maybe one of his endearing, funny quirks that you just can't help but sharing when you're together with a group of people, or maybe you're chatting with some people after church, and you just can't help but tell that funny story because it is kind of humorous. And it was humorous when it was just you and your husband talking. But when you share a blunder, a failure, a quirk, something that he could take as, kind of pointing out a flaw of his in front of other people, hugely disrespectful to your husband, very offensive. And he might laugh along with the crowd in that moment because it's kind of like he has to save face and go, oh yeah, that's so funny. But inside, he's dying a little bit. He's feeling disrespected by you, the woman who's supposed to be his helpmate, who's supposed to be the one person encouraging him and seeing the best in him and extolling his virtues in front of other people. So let's not fall into this pit. I know it might have been funny when your husband, put 3 times as much laundry detergent in the washing machine as he was supposed to, and all of a sudden there was soap suds coming out all over, and that might have been so funny. But don't tell that story in front of other people. Your husband will be offended and take that as being very disrespectful. Why don't we keep that as just a private joke?